Road tripping today, heading to my local gun store, or should I say semi-local gun store. It's about 20 miles away, but it's the best option for prices and availability on products, great customer service, and so I've given them quite a bit of business on firearms and ammunition purchases. I called and asked if they've got a Romeo Zero in stock. He said, yes, we have one left, but you better hurry. And I said, I'm heading right there. So they held it for me, which was cool. Didn't have to do that. I appreciate that kind of service. And guys, I had the 407K ordered. Honestly though, even though I'm a patient man, got sick of waiting. The shipping date on that got pushed back to June, then it was July, then it was the end of July, then it was August 14th, and now it's September 11th. I'm not waiting that long. I wanted a dot on my XL, so I'm going to go ahead and cancel the Hollow Sun order and then play around with the Zero for a while. If I like it and I want to go back and revisit the Hollow Sun later after it's been vetted, I can always do that. But it's just gotten ridiculous, the ship time being pushed back, you know, another couple months. So like I said, I'm patient, but my patience are gone when it comes to waiting for this dumb dot. So I'm going to have the Zero in hand here in just a little bit. I'm going to mount it on my 365, head to the range to give you guys my first thoughts on the Sig Sauer Romeo Zero Mini Red Dot. First 10 rounds with the Romeo Zero on the 365 XL. A little lower in the chest than I would like. I'm only at 7 yards though. I haven't messed with Zero whatsoever. Like I said, literally those were the first rounds. So I didn't mess with the height adjustment at all. I gotta tell you, just in those first 10 rounds, the dot was easy to track. I didn't have a problem with the dot leaving the window. It stayed within that window, and that group size, it's pretty small. So my first 10 rounds, I like it. Nice to have a little dot on the XL, but we got to shoot this thing more. All right, I'm at about 8 yards here with the steel. I'll tell you what, guys, transitioning with that is really, really nice. I haven't even adjusted the brightness setting yet. I think it's up pretty high because inside it had a little bit of starburst effect, but I don't really care. Whatever works outside and inside in lower light, I'm just gonna leave it. And right now this thing seems to be pretty good. It is a little low, but I'm ringing the steel. But guys, the group size is really, really good. So far, so good. Put more rounds through it. Let you guys know what I think. All right, first 100 through the XL with the Romeo Zero Micro Red Dot sight. Let you guys take a look. Obviously it's going to look good since it's the same stippling the Sig put on the grip. Now I'm going to go ahead and address the fact that this sight is polymer. The lens as well as the housing. Is it optimal? I don't know. We may look 5-10 years down the road and people may still be running the originals. We'll have to see how all that works out down the road. But I'll tell you, as far as function goes, I have no complaints, guys. 100 rounds through it today, and I pretty much have ragged holes with a couple outside, but overall these groups are really, really good. They're a little lower than I like, but I didn't mess with zero. That's right out of the box. I was anywhere from 7 to 15 yards, and pretty much was grouping a few inches low compared to where I really like it to be. So here's what I would say though about a polymer red dot. I work in an industry in orthopedics where, if you guys aren't familiar, we make artificial hips and knees and ankles and shoulders and elbows and wrists and everything else. The articulating surface, in other words, the surface that used to be cartilage and meniscus, is polymer. And those things are tested through millions and millions of cycles, 10, 15, 20 million, depending on the polymer and the joint. And so don't discount polymer and say, oh, it's just cheap plastic, it'll never hold up. We'll find out how these are holding up. Now, would I prefer an aluminum housing? Yes. But would I also prefer a dot on my pistol so I can come out on a beautiful evening and shoot? Yes. So I went ahead and grabbed this one today from my local gun store, as I said. Paid $1.99 for it. Guys, I'm happy with that. Got to support a local gun store. You know, down the road, if I decide, you know what, I don't know about a polymer sight for carry, I can always throw a hollow sun or something else on it. Keep this as a backup. It's always that possibility. As far as tracking, guys, target to target, if you've never shot a red dot, boy, it is nice target to target. That dot just follows your eye, and I really like it. So what I want to do is a little more experimenting too. Without using a dot, I want to shut it off, and I want to use this rear sight. There is a notch back here, and you can actually line up the front sight with it. Now you can't see all of it, but you can see some of the green and the top of the black there. So I'm curious to see just how well I can shoot it like that. Today was all about the dot. That's why I was here, just to put rounds through it and check that out. And I'm happy. I really like it. Of course, you guys know I love this gun. I've told you this is my favorite polymer handgun ever. Carrying this thing daily, every single day. And happy to have a dot on it. Very cool. So I want to put more rounds through it, update you guys down the road. Maybe, just maybe, as much as I hate torture type tests, I wouldn't mind kind of wrapping that red dot a little bit like the Armorers fixed it. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it down below in the description. He whacked that dot pretty good, didn't come off, and it held zero. So that was pretty impressive to me. Actually, that's the video that finally got me to go, just go ahead and get it. And I went ahead and canceled my hollow sun order. I'll worry about that down the road. I wanted a dot on my pistol now, and I have it. I've waited long enough. All right, so we'll look at the hollow sun maybe down the road. As far as the groups go, I'm really happy with the precision. We'll work on the accuracy. I'll figure out where I want to zero this thing. And again, I will keep you guys posted. All right, comments, questions down below. Please keep them civil. Let's have a good conversation, develop good dialogue. That's how we all learn and get better. But guys, I can tell you, through the first 100, this Romeo Zero actually is pretty sweet. I like it a lot. Let you guys know long term what I think as I get more rounds through it. Thanks for watching.